This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
I'm taking advice from my friend Chelsea, who has always been strict with this rule that you leave the party at midnight, no later. She says nothing good happens after midnight. And she was yelling that as she was leaving. So I left around, I want to say 12:20, just missed the intensity. Some drama happened.
Okay.
So she's right. That's my lesson that I learned. You got to leave at midnight unless you're nosy.
No,
Stick around.
exactly. I was like, well, you just missed the good stuff.
Yeah, but aren't you tired by midnight? Come on. It's time to go.
I would have liked to see some drama.
It was so funny because I was a designated driver that night.
Yeah.
And I brought my friend Liz, who I talk about on the show all the time. She's such a character. She was, let's just say the word sleepy. She was sleepy by the end of the night.
Okay.
And she kept mumbling, like almost to herself. We'd be like standing in a group of people and she'd be like this with her eyes closed, standing there. We're all so tired. We're all just so tired. And she says this all the time about like the patriarchy and stuff. So once like she's had a couple drinks,
Yeah.
just watching her stand there literally being too tired. I'm like, okay, we actually do have to go. It's time. We're discussing things that we learned over the weekend. Ryder, it's your turn. What happened?
I did a stand-up show for a couple car dealerships. It was a corporate event. My first time doing something like that.
Yeah, I think everyone knows about it. Like the rumors have been flying across the city.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
Everybody's talking about it.
Well, they had the bar closed until the speeches were done, so I was the only thing in the way of all these people eating. They hadn't ate yet. It was 8 p.m.
No food, no alcohol.
And no alcohol.
Well, yeah, and
I would have hated me.
They didn't ask for you either. It's not like they paid a ticket to go watch stand-up comedy. They weren't like, we're in the mood to laugh.
There was so many awesome prizes. They were probably thinking about those. Like, they were behind me was just a wall of sick prizes that they were going to give away later. I would have been looking through me too.
Yeah.
Been like, what am I going to win? Can this guy get off the stage?
Who is this guy?
Yeah. There was a bit of that
His
vibe.
microphone's not working. I'm hungry. I want a drink.
Anyway, that was a learning experience for sure.
How's your ego?
Rough. Like last night, I had the Sunday scaries worse than I've ever had them before, I think.
I don't know if there's anything worse than that. I heard that corporate's tough.
I was talking to another stand-up comic that I know who does it a lot
Yeah.
and is very good.
He's like, it's so hard to
They're
do
hard.
corporate parties.
Unless you get the right room with the right vibe that is aware that there's a stand-up comic coming.
Or they're wasted already. That was the fail.
Wasted, yeah. Yeah, I want it to be like the guy that he was even like, open the bar.
Well, and I have to be so drunk at work to laugh at your jokes. So I get
out
it.
of here.
Are people getting sick and tired of hearing about the Kelsey brothers? Because I have stories and I think they're interesting.
I'm not sick of those guys yet. I think they're both beauties.
Me too. Jason Kelsey, there was a lookalike contest over the weekend of him. Absolutely hilarious seeing the crowd of guys that all look exactly like him.
He does have a pretty, I guess, copyable look, right?
Yeah.
Like, to be a bit of a thicker dude with a beard, that is a kind of a common combo. Throw on a flannel shirt, you're set. You look like every third Canadian man.
So that's what was trending this weekend with him. His brother, on the other hand, obviously had to spoil his girlfriend, Taylor Swift, for her 35th birthday.
Who just wrapped up the most successful concert tour of all time.
It raked in billions of dollars.
Yeah. So what do you buy somebody like that?
Apparently, he spent $175,000 on whatever it was that he got. I haven't looked into it yet, but I've kind of been avoiding it because I don't want to be jealous. Like, what can it possibly be? She'll never post about it. We have to find out through either people that surround themselves with them and then sell these stories to the tabloids, or maybe his podcast. Does he talk about it?
Yeah, he might.
I don't think he would ever say a number value. He would talk about it, and then people like us that are super nosy start writing them down and doing the math ourselves. Okay, that equals to, okay, so he spent $175,000. All right. Anyway, my birthday's coming up February 1st, so
maybe $175 max. Looking for a little roll call? Check in with us on the text line or by giving us a ring.
Well, especially on a Monday leading into the holidays, because if nobody's listening because everyone has today off, I'm literally going home.
Yeah, we can mail it in too.
Yeah.
I've noticed Elf on the Shelf mailing it in this week.
Oh,
a lot of people's elves are tired.
I went to a Christmas party on the weekend and I saw their elf, and it was just hanging from a lamp. There was nothing mischievous about it. It was just chilling there. And I was like, yeah, even elves get tired leading into the holidays. They're burnt out.
Yeah,
They've been working so hard all month.
The first week they come through, they go pretty buck wild.
They do. They do some wild things.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, all right, you might see them taped to a mirror. That's it. That's
Like,
all.
Just sitting in cereal. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Just chilling, looking tired, wearing a sleep mask.
they can go pretty hard, though. Like my daughter's elf last year ended up drinking an entire bottle of gin and then peeing my bed.
Sure. Sure, it was the elf. What is the name of your elf on a shelf? Chippy, says Greg, who listens to the show from Edson. Shout out to all of our Edson listeners. Means a lot. Danielle, our elf's name was Bernard. One Christmas, he was hanging in a stocking on the fireplace and got too hot. He melted his head. It fell off while we were watching a family movie. So
That would have been
traumatic.
devastating, yes.
His buddy Joey came and took him back to the North Pole. Now we have an elf camera on the tree, and Joey stops by with advent calendars on the 1st and PJs on Christmas Eve. That's so nice of Joey.
I wonder how Bernard's doing.
I would love to hear from our listeners. What is the name of your elf on a shelf?
Have you seen a thing online where you can find your elf name?
No.
What's your elf name?
How do you figure it out?
Okay.
It's like a generator or what?
First letter of your name.
L.
Okay, so your first name would be Lively.
Okay.
And then what month you were born.
February.
Lively Jingle Bells.
Boring.
I am Rosie Peppermint Patty. That's a better
That one's cute.
name, yeah.
I thought you're supposed to find out your name by your middle name and then what street you grew up on.
That's for if you want to come up with your stripper name, I think.
Oh. I caught myself saying something out loud while I was driving to work today, and I was like, I say that way too much, and it's lame. Have you ever seen a Tesla Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Like on the roads, though, because they're so rare still. There was a viral video of one like getting stuck in the snow trying to park on the street downtown. I'm like, that must be so embarrassing, especially because A, they're expensive, B, they are rare to see, so you kind of feel cool getting out of your Cybertruck, being like, yeah, that's what's up. Everyone's looking at me. But then when it gets stuck in the snow, it's like, ugh.
Also, Elon's done a pretty good job of making himself extremely polarizing.
Mm-hmm.
So people associate you directly with Elon if
Correct.
you have one. And I
Yes.
don't know if that's a vibe for a lot of people.
So this was the first time that I had a Cybertruck driving like towards me, like opposite direction. So I was like, what is that? Because their headlights, it's like a straight line right across the entire vehicle.
Looks like Christmas lights, yeah.
Yeah. And then as it passes me, I'm like, it's a Cybertruck. And I found myself saying out loud, in the flesh.
I wish I would have been there when you said that.
I was embarrassed for myself. In the moment, I was like, ew, why did I just say that? And now I'm starting to realize that I say it often.
Like when you see something that you'd normally see on TV or whatever, you'll just say in the flesh.
Like when I saw Lauren Kyle and Connor McDavid at that celebrity pickleball tournament. I was like, in the flesh. I really hope nobody heard me. How embarrassing. Imagine if you heard someone whisper to themselves something that weird.
Yeah.
in the flesh. I'm really hoping I never say it again, but odds are it's going to happen.
We just got this text from Brant. I really like it. I used to be quite the daredevil, and my slogan was, future me problem. Anytime somebody would try to talk me out of something. That is until I said it right before going down a double black diamond at the ski hill that I was not good enough to be on.
Uh-oh.
Huge wreck, broke both my legs and my collarbone. Anyway, now all my friends call me future me to make fun of me for it, so I've stopped saying that slogan.
I would stop saying that too.
Future me problem.
This is not a future me problem. This is a right now problem that could be preventable. Don't do it.
Dumb things that you say to yourself or that you say too much.
Yeah, we're getting a couple texts that are super funny. This one here says, anytime I look at myself in the mirror before going out, I say, bow, chicka, wah, ow.
Solid.
I love it. Kelsey says, I love saying bingo to myself whenever something awesome happens.
What do you got for us?
Good morning. You're looking for things that people say all the time.
Yes.
I say dude. And I've been doing that since I was a teenager. I'm 44. And yeah, it's gotten me in trouble.
Is it because you're saying it during serious conversations in like a work setting or what?
Yes. Yeah. So I work in law enforcement. And I was talking to someone over the phone. And he said something. And I went, dude, are you serious right now?
Yeah, it would be hard to take. Imagine a cop pulling you over and calling you dude the entire time.
I truly would be like, I can't take this seriously.
780-784-7107 if you've got one of these that you'd like to throw our way. Little things that you say all the time. It seems like that future me problem.
Everybody is
One that we
texting
got.
that
We got
in.
a bunch of texts from people that say that as well. Like even when they go to eat snacks.
Snacks or even indulging in some alcohol, like knowing you're someone who gets hangovers from champagne.
Yeah.
Future me problem. And then when it is the problem, you regret it so much.
I just read that Conan O'Brien's parents both passed away within 3 days of each other.
Oh, wow.
This after 66 years of marriage.
Man, that's a lot of grief for a son to go through. But it's also kind of interesting when you hear stories like this.
It happens more often than you'd think. Yeah, it's like people can't live without each other. It's pretty cute.
It is. And it happens sometimes with animals as well. If you have more than one animal.
So sad for
So sad.
people that have to grieve more than one person at a time or more than one animal or whatever. Yeah, it is rough, but there is something beautiful about it, I think.
Yeah, if I ever kick the bucket, you have to die right after.
Pardon me.
Well, who else would co-host with you? You can't do this. Think about it. Think of doing the show. I'm not in here. How sad you would be.
Yeah.
You'd have to just lay down and perish.
I mean, I literally replaced you with a 12-year-old when my daughter filled in for you when you were out the other week. And like it went okay.
Yeah, ratings have never been better, actually. I don't want to talk about it.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107, Ken, getting through for the first time. You've been trying to get through for quite some time, though, you were saying.
Yes, sir.
Well, I like the persistence.
Me too.
Yeah.
Pays off. All right, Ken, you're going to choose a teammate. They're going to leave the studio. The other host will give you 5 words with a 25-second timer. Tell them the first word that comes to mind for each, and then we'll invite your teammate back in. Give them the same 5 words for every word that matches with yours. It's $25 in your pocket. If all 5 match, we jump it to 1,000. So you've been listening for a long time. Who is your teammate?
Let's go with Ryder.
All right.
Good luck, man.
Yep. Get out of here,
Right
Ryder.
on.
Okay, let me just make sure my timer's working. A little quiet. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit here. There we go. All right, Ken, I'm going to start that timer after I say the first word. Good luck.
Okay.
What comes to your mind when I say double?
Trouble.
Sparkly.
Sparkly?
Sparkly.
Sparkly, like Christmas ornament.
Ornament. Ribbon.
Present.
Gingerbread.
Man.
Short.
Tall.
Great answers. Let's get your teammate back in the studio and give you some money on a Monday. Hello, Ryder.
Hello.
Ken, as a first-time getting through contestant, but you've been playing along, how much harder is it when it's you in the hot seat?
Way. Oh, man.
It's tough.
My heart's beating.
Okay, you can relax.
Okay.
The pressure is now on your teammate, Ryder. Ryder, what comes to mind when I say short?
Tall.
$25. Ribbon.
I'm going to say wrap.
Present.
Oh, same
Tough.
idea.
Same idea. Gingerbread.
Man.
Yes! Oh, I was so nervous you were going to say house. Woo! $50. Let's keep it going. What comes to mind when I say double?
I want to... I want to say double again, but that's not really, I can't say the same word, but.
You can say whatever you want. What comes to mind?
That's the Canadian in, though. Wide?
What?
Like double wide trailer?
Oh my gosh. I don't think anyone else playing along would come up with that word. Trouble was the answer. Last but not least, what comes to mind when I say sparkly?
Dress?
Good answer. Ornament. That was the one where I knew, Ken, you were starting to get nervous because that was tough.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you picked up $50. Thanks for playing.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Have a great
Take
day.
care, man. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Next chance to play is tomorrow morning at 7:50.
That was a tough round.
I think wide was a good answer.
I think it was a terrible answer. Quick poll on the text sign. Say either terrible or great. He needs to know. He needs to learn a lesson today.
I didn't say great. I thought it was an okay answer.
Okay, write in and either say terrible or okay.
We had a bit of a debate whether or not one of my answers was reasonable.
For 1K wordplay. Justice for Ken, who was our contestant today. The word was double. Ken said trouble. Good answer, but now that we think about it, there's so many things you could have said. Brianna wrote in saying, not me saying D's while she was playing along. Double D's, but like double down, double up, double. But Ryder said double wide. So the question to the audience was, is that a good answer or is that a terrible answer? You've got a few people sticking up for you. Sean said that's definitely like a small town Saskatchewan answer. Mm-hmm. Other people saying, yeah, I could see why he'd say that.
Like
but
double wide trailer is what I was thinking of.
Majority of the people texting are like, that is the worst answer I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the main reason is there's a song that's trending on TikTok right now.
Okay.
It's a country singer, Gabriella Rose.
What's the song about?
It's called Double Wide. And I've caught myself listening to it a couple times recently, so that might be why. Here's a little piece of it.
Okay.
I like the crackle of a bonfire, their big old man sky, like my trailer, like you, like your women, ooh, double wide. I put busy rocks over my bed frame, put Jesus on my dash, slap a T-bone stick on my Traeger, I singing to a man in black.
It's good,
Okay,
right?
I love her.
Yeah, it's really good.
Double wide. What is it?
Double wide.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, thank you for all the support.
We're all still shaming you, though. Majority of people, you got like maybe 4 people texting and be like, I'm from Saskatchewan too. I would have said, no, you wouldn't have.
That's why I was thanking them specifically for the support. Everybody else beat it. Oof. This is going to be embarrassing for you, I think.
I know.
So I had some tickets to the Oilers game on Saturday, upcoming Saturday.
And it's a 2:00 game, an afternoon game. Nothing better.
Your parents have never seen McDavid live.
Never.
And like your dad watches a lot of hockey. Do your mom watch a fair amount of hockey too? Yeah.
She doesn't miss a game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the fact that they haven't been to see McDavid live yet is silly. And I mean, the way Draisaitl is playing, he's worth the price of admission alone right now. But have these tickets, they don't like going out real late.
No, they're never out past like 7 p.m.
So the afternoon thing was perfect.
Yeah. Hooked them up with a pair of tickets.
Couldn't use them anyway, so I just fired them your dad's way. Now, the thing is, there is a pretty high probability that they'll end up on TV for a bit because they're first row in the second deck, and quite often when they show like, any of the banners or the names that are on the walls, we could end up on TV in those seats.
Don't you remember when we were on TV because we were sitting in those seats and they were talking about Marc Messier? Mm-hmm. And your seats are right above his name.
Yeah.
And everyone was screenshotting it and I looked like a thumb.
Yeah, you looked ridiculous.
The amount of women that were reaching out to me being like, whoever that camera person was definitely a man. A woman would never do that to you. They would know your angles.
So your parents are going, but here's where it gets embarrassing.
This is where it's like, okay, come on, guys.
I appreciate not wavering, though, and not putting on Oilers jerseys when that's not their favorite team.
I said, I have Oilers jerseys. Do you want to borrow them? No, we're good. We got jerseys. My dad has a Winnipeg Jets jersey. He's from Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. So he's going to wear that. My mom is from Montreal. She's going to be wearing, and there's a player on the team with the last name Evans. So she has an Evans Montreal Canadiens jersey. I got it for her last Christmas.
Like, people are going to think that they're lost.
They're going to be like, are you at the right venue? a Winnipeg Jets fan and a Montreal Canadiens fan at an Oilers game versus the Sharks.
You guys know who's playing, right? Are you lost?
Are you okay? Those are my parents. If you see them at the game, tell them I offered Oilers jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
If you see a Jets jersey and a Montreal Canadiens jersey,
Jer also really likes free stuff, so if you do see them at the game and
give him something.
If you want to buy him a beer, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Yeah, for Father's Day one year, I got him a T-shirt that just said, "I'm Lisa Evans' dad, got free stuff." I don't think he's ever worn it, but
he should wear it to the game.
He should.
It's better than a Jets jersey.
He would do so much better with a shirt like that than a Jets jersey. Anyone else like this, or you have parents that just will not listen to you, and you're like, no, seriously.
I think like if one of them had one on.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. I said, Mom, I'm going to bring you an Oilers jersey. No, we're good. Oh, no, we'll be okay.
Ryder is ready. Are you? Bad Santa is here. Beat Ryder in Christmas trivia and win. Powered by St. Albert Center and River Cree Resort and Casino. Only on Play.
It's going to be a good one today. We got Stephanie on the phone ready to play against Bad Santa. I have some Christmas trivia questions. If you beat Bad Santa, you're picking up the daily prize. But either way, Steph, you are entered to win a $1,000 shopping spree to St. Albert Center. We will make the announcement of who wins that this Friday.
Yep.
Hi.
This whole system was supposed to go like this. Every day I would win and steal your gift and then add it to the next day. Last week I went 0 for 5, though. I haven't got to steal anybody's gift yet, so I'm hoping you're the first.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
The daily prize that you could win is a red light therapy package from Hyperbaric Health and Spa valued at $400. Some red light therapy. The best.
Oh, I could use it.
You could use it. We could all use it, actually. Hyperbaric Health and Spa. They have one of those salt rooms, too, where you go and you just relax.
Yeah, I wanted to bring a case of Corona with me when I went.
Okay, Stephanie, do you want to go first or second with your Christmas trivia?
Well, either way, trivia's not my forte, so let's just go first, get it out of the way.
What mischievous character makes pranks from the day after Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve in people's homes?
Elf on a shelf?
That is correct!
I believe it's Elf on the Shelf. I hate to do this.
She still wins.
What?
Ryder, come on.
Fine.
I mean, sorry, Bad Santa, come on. Bad Santa, how many reindeer does Santa Claus have?
I believe it's 12.
I think you're confusing that with the 12 Days of Christmas. There are 9 reindeer.
No, there's 3 that...
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and then Rudolph.
No, there's also Greg, Terry, and Dean. Those are the backups. They're smoking in the garage.
Okay, Stephanie, you said that trivia is not your forte. I'm sending you good luck sprinkles with this next one. What beverage company has used Santa in their Christmas marketing since 1931?
Coca-Cola.
That is correct.
I hate this game. Congratulations, Stephanie. You beat me.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't
You
even
did
get my
so
second
good.
question.
Yeah, I have good questions. I'll save them for tomorrow when we have a contestant
Okay.
that kicks your butt again. Congratulations. Red light therapy package from Hyperbaric Health and Spa is all yours. And hopefully you win that shopping spree to St. Albert Center on Friday.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
I was so excited about my next 2 questions. Tomorrow will be a good day.
This game is stupid. I don't like it. We are joined by Arti from Smarthub Insurance. It is coming up on the end of the year, and with that, some pretty interesting offers. Can you tell us what's going on?
What we're doing is we're offering up to 24% on the term life insurance, and we want everyone to take advantage of it before the year ends. Just call us for a free quote. We're not going to charge you for our time. We're just going to give you a free quotation. Any education needed, let us know and take advantage of that up to 24%. And you could save that money and use it for your Christmas decor, fun, whatever is on your list. Use that money for that and take advantage of our offer.
What's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
I would say call me straight up 780-299-9090 or visit our website smarthubinsurance.com.
And as you've said before, the best time to reach out about this kind of stuff is right now.
You can't procrastinate on important stuff like insurance, investments, and when it comes to discipline of finances, you just can't ignore it. Money is very important.
We're joined by one of our favorites, Uncle Dave from Axe Monkeys. You can find them at 13931 156th Street. You guys are giving away a trip for two to Vegas. How can people get entered to win that?
Well, when they come in, if they do an Axe upgrade or a Smashbox purchase, which is like the Canadian pinata, every Smashbox has a prize of at least $10 in value at other local restaurants and lane sponsors. And that's how they get their entry in. They fill a little ballot, and then we do a magic draw.
How do people win it, though? Do they have to be there on a certain date or what?
Yeah, they have to be there on Sunday, December 29th at 12 noon. We'll do a drawing at that time, and whoever's actually in the audience wins the prize.
And they win a trip for two to Vegas, and that includes accommodations, yeah?
Yes, sir.
If anyone listening has things that they are wanting to get out of their house, maybe a fresh start for 2025, can they drop items off that are smashable?
Yeah, I mean, if you've replaced your toilet recently and it's sitting there taking up space in your backyard, we love toilets. Please clean them before you bring them in, though. And glassware, flat screen TVs, not the tube style, because apparently there's a bunch of chemicals in the tube style ones. And, yeah, stuff like that.
Thanks very much, Uncle Dave, and good luck to everyone on winning that trip for two to Vegas through Axe Monkeys.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast. Play 107.